Antonthegreatest and the Treasure of Friendship. Once upon a time in the bustling village of Sunbury lived a boy named Antonthegreatest. That wasn't just his name, it was what he called himself, loudly, proudly, and every single day. "Look at me," he'd shout, balancing on one leg on a fence post. "I'm the fastest runner, the bravest adventurer, and the smartest boy in the land. I am Antonthegreatest." The villagers liked Anton, but sometimes they sighed. He was clever, yes. Brave, yes. But he didn't always listen to others, and he often thought he could do everything by himself. One sunny morning, a traveling bard came to Sunbury, strumming his lute. He told the tale of the Crystal of Everlight, a magical jewel hidden deep in the whispering woods. Legend said the crystal gave wisdom to those who found it. Anton's eyes sparkled. Wisdom? That's what I need to prove I'm truly the greatest. Without waiting, he packed a bag, slung a wooden sword at his belt, and marched off. "No need for help," he declared. "This will be my greatest adventure." But just beyond the edge of the forest, a small voice called after him. "Wait, don't go alone." It was Mila the mouse, the tiniest creature in Sunbury, with fur as soft as clouds. "The whispering woods are tricky. You'll need friends." Anton laughed. "Friends? No, no, no. I'm Antonthegreatest. I don't need anyone." And with that, he vanished into the forest shadows. The whispering woods were darker than Anton expected. Every step he took echoed strangely, as though voices whispered his own words back to him. "Antonthegreatest, great, great," the forest repeated. Anton puffed his chest. "See? Even the forest knows my name." But soon he reached a wide river. The water roared, blocking his path. He tried jumping across, but the stones were too slippery. He tried building a raft, but it fell apart. Just then, Mila the mouse scampered up beside him. She had followed quietly all along. "Use the willow vines to tie the logs," she suggested. "They're strong." Anton frowned. I could have figured that out. But he hadn't. And together they built a raft. As they floated across, Anton muttered, "Well, maybe a tiny bit of help isn't so bad." The forest whispered back, "Help? Not so bad." Deeper in the woods, they met Percival the peacock, whose feathers glittered like jewels. "Who dares enter my part of the forest?" Percival boomed. "Antonthegreatest," Anton said proudly. "And this is just a mouse." Mila squeaked, hurt. Percival frowned. A true leader respects his friends no matter their size. "If you want to pass, you must solve my riddle together." He spread his feathers and asked, "I have cities but no houses, mountains but no trees, and water but no fish. What am I?" Anton scratched his head. "Easy. You're a mountain." Percival shook his head. Mila whispered, "I think it's a map." Percival's eyes twinkled. "Correct, little one." Anton groaned. "But I am supposed to be the smartest." Percival bowed. "Even the greatest must listen to friends. You may pass." Anton was quiet for a while, thinking about Mila's cleverness. At last Anton and Mila reached a stone bridge. Mist swirled around it, and dark shadows rose, forming tall, scary figures. "Turn back," the shadows hissed. Anton lifted his sword. "I am not afraid." He charged, but the shadows only multiplied. He swung again and again, but they grew stronger. Anton stumbled. I can't do it." Mila held his hand. "Don't fight alone. Let's sing together." "Sing?" Anton gasped. "Yes. Shadows cannot stand against light and laughter." So Mila squeaked a song, and Anton joined, his voice shaking at first, then growing stronger. Together, their voices echoed across the bridge, filling the air with warmth. The shadows faded into mist. Anton looked at Mila with wide eyes. We did it. Together." The forest whispered softly, "Together, together." Finally, deep in the forest's heart, they found the Crystal of Everlight, glowing bright atop a pedestal. Anton rushed forward. "At last. Now I'll be the wisest of all." But when he touched the crystal, it did not shine for him. Instead it dimmed. Confused, Anton stepped back. Mila climbed beside him and gently placed her paw on the crystal. Instantly, it glowed brighter than ever before, filling the clearing with golden light. Anton's mouth fell open. Why did it shine for you and not me? A voice filled the air, warm and kind. The crystal reveals wisdom not to those who boast, but to those who value others. True greatness is not in standing alone, but in standing with friends. Anton's chest tightened. He looked at Mila, the tiny mouse who had believed in him, helped him, and saved him. Tears prickled in his eyes. Mila, he whispered, I was wrong. You're braver and wiser than I ever gave you credit for. Thank you for being my friend. Mila smiled. That's what friends are for. When Anton and Mila returned to Sunbury, the villagers gathered around. Did you find the crystal? They asked. Anton stood tall. For once he didn't shout his name. Instead he said, we found it, and we learned something more important. He placed his hand gently on Mila's shoulder. Being great isn't about being the fastest or the smartest or the bravest. It's about friendship, kindness, and working together. The villagers cheered, and for the first time, Anton didn't call himself Antonthegreatest. Instead he said, I'm Anton, and this is my best friend Mila. Together, we are greater than I could ever be alone. From that day on, Anton still had adventures, but never alone. Mila, Percival, and many others joined him. And the forest no longer whispered only his name. It whispered something far stronger.